Fog Wrestling believes in Joe Hendry, but we're going to see if the NXT viewership believes in the prestigious one himself. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling, and it's time to not only look at the NXT ratings, but we're also going to look at the NXT quarters while we're at it, because why the hell not? 2 ratings in one video. What more could you possibly ask for?
Probably not the video to be done at all, because people don't like NXT now. There is the phantom comments out there that like, I live for the NXT quarters and the ratings. Well, if you do, maybe drop us some love.
This fit is for you.
Yeah, maybe drop us some money to show even more that you want it. But
show that support, buddy.
It's not free finding out these quarters.
No.
We have to pay money.
Cost me money, buddy.
Some of that moolah. And we're down 4%, down to 615,000 viewers. Definitely didn't get the dates mixed up on this one. We're here to talk about it. We've got NXT 615. They were what? I believe 80,000 round about that off what Dynamite did. About 76,000 off what Dynamite did. I don't think that's bad, man. Considering how bad NXT is. We're not talking about Black and Gold when they had reasonable star power. Remember the days of Black and Gold?
Well, thankfully I don't, because I didn't really watch it, but I do recall Triple H once, ruining the development brand, and now he's ruining the main roster, so congratulations.
Congratulations, Triple.
But yeah, this week's rating down 4% in viewership, but it is up 6% in key demo. Last week they did a 0.16, this week they did a 0.17, so I mean, down in viewership, up in key demo. I mean, not a massive change. Pretty much the same. Let's get into the YouTube clip. So, first place, we have the full segment. Joe Hendry electrifies NXT with a concert. It's every single week. The Joe Hendry stuff is getting the most views here. It's not, it's not a coincidence. Second place, 80,000 views. Kalani Jordan takes on TNA's Rosemary. And again, I think this is why WWE are just better at clips. It's like, it's just something so simple, but the fact they mention it's TNA's Rosemary, that will get more people to click on it.
No, absolutely.
See if it was just Kalani James taking on Rosemary, I guarantee a lot of people would have looked at it and went, who the fuck is Rosemary?
Who the fuck is Rosemary?
But, just something simple, like the fact that there was a TNA person on NXT, people will click on that. Third place with 74,000 views, Joe Hendry plants Ethan Page with a huge chokeslam. Fourth place, 57,000 views, Wesley and Zach Wentz exchange harsh words before NXT No Mercy. Fifth place with 48,000 views. The D'Angelo family take out the No Quarters Combat Crew in a mixed tag team match, and to be honest, there's nothing else really with enough ratings to justify talking about. So Joe Hendry had 2 videos and they were first and third.
Yeah, but again, he's beginning to get stale in terms of the numbers, still high, but it's like, you need to put the belt on him.
Yeah, when he first came in, he was getting big numbers. Now he's still getting the best numbers, but this happens, man, and it's WWE for... I guarantee you, see if The Rock came back for a prolonged period and he was there every week, The Rock, the verbiage that they give The Rock, the stuff they do with The Rock, it would get stale and the viewers would go down.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I mean, just look at CM Punk.
Yeah.
Numbers were doing great, ratings were up, and now we're seeing where it's like, fuck me, it's like... I know some people are saying his last couple of promos have sucked, but it's not only his promos have sucked, the numbers are really poor for them.
Just repeating the same thing with him and Drew, and that is just the case here, but I did SmackDown ratings. And
what were the numbers like for CM Punk this week on Raw?
Not that high, like 376 or something. No, but it's the same with Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. They were about in the 300 category. It's like, if Joe Hendry, right, was actually on Raw or SmackDown, that alone gets you more in your clips. Because people watch Raw and SmackDown. People don't watch NXT.
They just need to do more with the guy, man. But for some reason, they think, dragging something out for 2 years and having a slow build is better when that's just not the case. But we will move into the quarters then. So quarter 1, 8 o'clock to 8:15. It was Metaphor versus Fatal Influence with a Wesley video in there. 617,000 viewers with a key demo of 207. Quarter 2, 8:15 to 8:30. It was Ashanti Adonis, Eddie Thorpe backstage. Then Izzy Dame versus Carmen Petrovich. Down 7%. 574,000, and down 4% in the key demo to 198,000. We then go to quarter 3, the No Quarter Catch Crew, the D'Angelo family backstage. We get Jada Parker, Roxanne Perez backstage, and then we get the D'Angelo family versus the No Quarter Catch Crew. This went up 8% to 621,000 views, and also went up 5% in the key demo.
See, before we move on, right, do you know how NXT's got a problem with putting too many people in quarters?
No, 100%.
I feel like every time we do this quarter, it's just full of text every quarter, and I get the odd one that's not right, but here, I like my segments. I like loads of people being on a show if it's done correctly, but I feel like NXT just fires fucking bodies on for no reason.
No, I mean, they do. That can't really be denied there. So, we're going to quarter 4. The Angelo family and no quarter catch crew continued. This didn't change, so it was, no change there. 623, it went up 2,000, but nothing really happening. Slight increase in the key demo. We then go into quarter 5, 9 o'clock to 9:15. It was Wesley, Sack Wentz live promo, Trick Williams, Joe Hendry backstage. We then got Kalani Jordan, Wendy Chu, and Rosemary with a live angle. And then we got Rosemary versus Jordan. This again stayed the same. 620,000, no change. So that's 2 quarters in a row where we've had 0 change, which I guess for consistency is pretty good. But my problem with NXT is, and I'm pretty sure I address this every week, but I'll just address it again. Way too many women on the show, man. Way too many women on the show. There's been 4 matches up until quarter 5. Every match has featured women. 3 have been matches that featured only solely women. And the other match was obviously the D'Angelo family versus the Quarter Catch crew, which was mixed tag action. Why do they do this?
You tell me. I just do not understand what is going on in NXT with the quarters and, like you say, the women.
Yeah, but you know the way we hear, like, in WWE, it's like when the women's revolution or evolution, whatever was happening, and Becky Lynch, Charlotte, they would come out, they would talk about wanting to get the same amount of matches. They would want the women to be 50% of the show. And I do think at one point they were getting kind of close to that, but I don't think they ever really truly got that. I mean, I remember they would maybe do a one-off Raw where people would be like, oh man, the women had 2 hours tonight. I remember they'd freak out.
Yeah, but how pathetic's that?
But my point...
No, but see, from a storyline point of view, why the fuck would another woman who's trying to get to the top of her division care about what the mid-card women are getting on the show?
Well, to be honest, it's more what they were saying, like, outside and interviews and things
No,
like
I remember, man. Seeing you like Team Bad and PCP and Team Pish, I mean, they were fucking hyping each other up like, oh, you're getting 10 minutes here, I'm getting half an hour there, man. No, fucking cringe is what it is.
Anyways,
wrestling's worse with more women on it. Facts.
For me, it's just too much. Like I said, first 4 matches, all matches featuring women. 2 women's single matches, a women's tag team match, and a mixed tag match featuring women. I don't know. I just don't really get it, but whatever. Moving into quarter 6, Rosemary versus Jordan continued. We get Metaphor, Lexi King, Wendy Chu. You got Chase University, Axiom, Nathan Fraser in there. Brooks Jensen versus Malik Blade. This went up 4%.
Highest quarter of the show.
Yeah, highest quarter of the show, 643,000. Also went up 6% in the key demo, 241. And it was the highest quarter that wasn't an overrun, so there's that. We then get quarter 7, 9:30 to 9:45 p.m. Jensen versus Blade continued. We then got Javon Evans backstage, and there was a Joe Coffey Evans match, minus 3%, 623. Quarter 8, we then got Joe Coffey versus Evans continued. We got a Tony D'Angelo Oba Fime video, and then we got the Joe Hendry live angle. This went down 4%, which ain't great. And then we got the overrun, 10 o'clock to 10:06. Joe Hendry, Ethan Page, Trick Williams, and Ava Ray in the live angle. This went down 1%, so this overrun, 6-minute overrun, finished with under 600k. It was 597,000. However, it did go up 4% in the key demo, which led to the overrun being the highest rated quarter/overrun of the show with 251,000. So kind of interesting that we seen the overall viewership drop off by the end, but the actual key demo hit its highest point at that, ending of the show. Strange.
18 to 49 must love a bit of Joe.
They must love some Joe.
They must love some Joe. I like making dough. Sadly, NXT doesn't do that.
It's a shame Joe Biden doesn't love the 18 to 49 demo.
Nope, he's definitely
He
more
likes a smaller demo, but anyway, guys, we'll catch you in the next one.
Where's my ice cream?